For the past couple weeks, we have tried to decide who would win the national championship on the college level. We have selected teams. Unfortunately, I was in a car accident, hurt my leg quite extensively, and I couldn't do that the last two times. But nevertheless, we're right where we thought we'd be. Let's first of all look at on Thursday night. Notre Dame will play Penn State. We had some great games against Joe Paterno and Penn State. It's a wonderful school. They always have a great tradition. They have 105,000 people there. It's always cold, but they always have a very good, solid football team. And this one's no exception. It's a good football team, but it's not a great football team. I think when you look at the quarterback, they have Alar. He's thrown for 24 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. On the other hand, Notre Dame has the advantage of the quarterback position because of Leonard, our transfer quarterback from Duke. He's thrown 18 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. But what really is different is the ability of Leonard to run the football is so much better than Allo. He is a good quarterback. He's done a nice job, but they have trouble winning the big game. Just ask Ohio State. Ohio State has the number for Penn State. And Penn State plays very well against everybody except the top-ranked team. And I think they will have trouble in this football game. When you also look at the rushing yardage, they have a good runner in Allen, but we have a better one in 2 of them. Leonard, the quarterback, but Love, our running back, is absolutely fantastic. So when you look at that, you have to say, okay, Notre Dame has the advantage. I believe Notre Dame has the advantage because we have a better defense. I know Penn State plays good defense, but they're not as physical as Notre Dame. You look at Notre Dame's defense over the last 12 weeks, it has been absolutely nothing short of fantastic. So our defense is playing exceptionally well, and because of that, we will win this football game. I think it'll be a close football game, as Notre Dame will make it close because we play very conservatively on offense. But Notre Dame will win this football game by a score of 27-17. And I'm giving them a lot of advantages, saying they're going to score 17 points. I don't think anybody in the country will score 17 points on the University of Notre Dame. So in the semifinals, we have Notre Dame winning by 2 touchdowns over Penn State. Now we go to the next big ball game, and that, of course, is Ohio State versus Texas. You have 2 of the better football teams in the country. I think Texas is a very explosive football team. And defensively, their front 7 is supposed to be outstanding, but I don't think they play well enough to be able to stop Ohio State University. This is a different Ohio State football team what we've seen in past years. I've always said Ohio State's not a real physical football team. That's not true with this football team. First of all, they hired the offensive coordinator or the head coach from UCLA to come and be the offensive coordinator. He put together the offensive game plan. He runs play action passing, and he has brought them out of the doldrums. They're a very, very good football team. But the biggest improvement that Ohio State's made has been on defense. I think defensively, they're one of the better defensive football teams in the entire country. When you look at them on defense, you have to be impressed with them. But also, you have to look at Ohio State and say, well, they have such great receivers. I don't believe any team in the country has good receivers as Ohio State has. So their ability to run the football, but more importantly, their ability to throw the football, their ability to score, their ability to control the big play during the course of a football game, I think gives the Ohio State University a big advantage over Texas. So look for this game to be rather close in the first half, but the second half, Ohio State pulls away and wins by a good 14 points. So I think it come down to the Ohio State University, and I say that Because I coached there under Woody Hayes, we were fortunate enough to win the national championship in '68. A very, very talented football team. Very, very good, but also outstanding on defense. So I think it's going to come down to the Ohio State versus the Notre Dame. And I say the Notre Dame out of respect for the university, which should be a classic championship game. So we have been 100% right thus far, and I feel quite confident we've been successful in this endeavor as well. So remember, the championship game in Atlanta, and I will be there, provided my leg heals well enough for Ohio State to play Notre Dame. I'll give my prediction at that time. I have greater loyalty to both schools, having coached at Ohio State, having been raised in the state of Ohio, loving Ohio State, but also loving Notre Dame. I will speak from my heart and from what I feel in my heart is right and proper. I'm not going to let emotions get in the way. Everybody goes say, oh, he'll automatically pick Notre Dame. That may very well be, but if I do, it's because I believe Notre Dame has the best football team and will win the national championship. We'll have to wait till next week to see. But you remember this, it will be the Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Good luck to you. God bless.